to Durbania. I'm Durbin.
I'm Jared.
And this is part one of our two-part video, spoiler talking Smallville.
Yeah.
And we're going to hit seasons 1 through 5. So,
Yes.
again, this is spoiler talking. So, if you haven't seen Smallville, you should watch Smallville.
Like right now.
Yeah, because we're going to spoil everything. So, we're just going to, I don't know, I can think of nothing else to do but to just dive right into Smallville because there's just so much to talk about.
I know. Season 1.
Season 1. You know, okay. Lex and Clark.
Yes.
Their friendship has got to be one of the best things that this show had. First, Michael Rosenblum as Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He is forever
Awesome.
my favorite Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
That guy was amazing.
One of the he always had like these great like phrases of words and stuff.
Yes.
And I remember one of them, he told Clark, he said, "Clark, our friendship will be like the stuff of legend."
Yes, I remember
You
that
remember
episode.
that?
Yes.
I was like, oh, that is so
I can't remember the rest of the episode, but it was like
I can't.
friends
I remember that, though.
that became enemies. And Clark had asked Lex, he goes, "What do you think will become of us?"
Yeah.
And then Lex,
Yeah.
that was such a
It
great,
was amazing.
And that was one
And
of my
it really was.
Yeah, that's what I felt like seasons 1 through 5 really were, and what they did really well is it took Clark, watched him grow up, and it gave you this sense of destiny. But it also gave you that with Lex Luthor. Like, you got Lex Luthor's sense of destiny, that this guy is destined to be evil. And you get to watch, you know, the choices. You get to watch his feelings. You get to watch those things that build to making him evil. But you also get to watch those building blocks that build Clark up to who he's gonna be. And so, I don't know, there's a lot of great moments like that in season 1 that gave me that destiny. Like, that episode, Freak of the Week.
Yes.
But still, when that lady was when that lady was blind, but she was infected by the kryptonite, so whoever she touched, she got to see their future. Yeah. And so she touches Clark, which was freaky because Clark also saw what she saw.
Yeah.
And there he was standing in the tombs all alone because, you know, he'd be the last man on Earth alive. But then
Sucks.
she touches Lex Luthor, and there he is in the white suit with the black gloves.
Cool.
Yeah, he touches the flowers. They all die. He's in the White House. He
Didn't he like smile?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He was.
that guy's
but the
awesome.
vision was so intense it killed the blind lady.
Yeah.
That was like.
yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
But like the show gave us little glimpses like that. That just filled it with this sense of destiny. And I get, like, for me, when I first started watching this show, I was probably a junior or senior in high school when I started watching it. And I really connected with that. I connected with Clark searching for who he was. Yeah. And I just thought they did that really good on top of building this friendship between Clark and Lex. It was just so good.
The cool thing about this show was that you already know, like, the end result. Yeah. You know he's going to become Superman. Yeah. You know him and Lex Luthor are going to fight. You know, his ultimate nemesis. But what we don't know is before that. Yeah. And that's what makes this show so brilliant, because there's nothing that they have to like stand by. There's nothing like that we can expect. We just have to take it as it is.
And it was always
it's been awesome.
Interesting that when the show starts, because this is even at some levels a comic book too. Like I read one comic book where as a child Clark broke his arm. Yeah. Because, you know, he develops into that as he absorbs the yellow sun. And so season 1, he's got just the bare minimum. He's invulnerable. But bullets don't break him, but they bruise him.
Yeah, they leave
big bruises on him. Yes, like that one episode where it's slow motion, he like saved Lex and took all those bullets, and then later Martha's like putting ice on his back, and she's like, "These were all bullets?" Yeah. But what I liked about that is like you have to watch this stuff build. Like season 2 when he gets his heat vision, it's because you know he hit that next level in puberty and started looking at girls different, and
it just lights him on fire. you know.
But like, you know, like moments like that where a power would just break out, and now he's got to figure out how to rein it in and control with it. And cool. I always thought they did stuff like that really good in those first seasons of introducing that.
And even, you know, later on, which we'll talk about, even with his later, you know, developing powers, of how I think on that side, a lot of it had to deal with how he saw himself. Yes. And to break through that. Yeah. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and those were kind of powerful things too, because, you know, it was one of the things that drove me nuts about the show, but he has to blame himself for everything going on because he's from the planet of the meteor rocks.
Get over it,
bro.
Oh my gosh. Like, you killed people. Okay.
He didn't even
it's
kill
not your
people.
fault. It's not his fault.
He was a baby in a ship, and he's bearing this responsibility. It's like, oh, for the love of Pete, somebody put you in a ship and sent you across the stars. Blame them over yourself. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
but
I totally agree with you.
The other thing, since now that I think we started the negatives. I think this one word will open up the door. Lana.
The whole time, like, when you go through, let's see, season 1 through 5, pretty much, like, I'm so sick and tired of Lana.
Oh my gosh.
Just quit.
The on again and the off again, and yet we know it's going to be off permanently because he ends up with Lois. Why are we messing with this
teenage drama so much?
And she, to me, is if you were to look up entitlement mentality in the dictionary, it would picture Lana Lang.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, here's my impression of Lana Lang. Lana, don't push that red button. It'll release every single nuclear weapon in the world. Oh. No, we don't know that for sure. And I have the right to push that red button. I have the right to know what it does. And then she pushes the red button, endangers the entire world, and it's up to Clark to fix her mess. Does she learn?
No.
No, she keeps going on and pushing red buttons because she has the right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't get it.
I don't know. But that drove me nuts. But it was really the on again, off again.
Yeah, it's like, dude, okay, so why she's always been like the girl next door, everything, and then she has like a kryptonite rock necklace. Yeah. He can't get too close. But you got tired of, the whole,
got tired of it so
I love
fast.
You, I don't love you, you're lying to me, but
and the whole thing with Whitney, I'm into Whitney, I'm not into Whitney, and oh my god.
Then Whitney, like, goes to the military and dies.
Yes.
Did he die?
He did die, and then the shapeshifter lady came back and shapeshifted into him.
Jacked up.
That was weird. Yeah. That was weird.
And then she ended up loving Lana, right?
Yeah. It was weird. I blocked a lot of that, though, because that was weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
actually, that's another thing we can hit. Freaks of the week.
Yes.
Which are, as I like to call them, filler episodes.
Oh, so horrible.
Oh my gosh. Like, that was where Smallville was the worst. Like, when it was on its season story and it was on point with its story,
they like took a break.
Good.
Yeah.
But when they took a break from that because they had to fill 23 episodes in a season and they did those stupid Freak of the Week fillers, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so pointless.
You always know it's always someone from the school.
Yes.
Get in a car accident or they drink water. Or
that kryptonite is
I'm
somewhere
naming all
around
the situations.
Yes,
like something will happen.
Like the coach in the steam room, and then the kryptonite is the coals.
Pyrokinetic.
Yeah, so now he's got pyrokinetic abilities.
You always know Clark's gonna come in, save the day, whoop-de-doo. And
whoop-de-doo.
What makes me so mad with Smallville was we were talking about this with these filler episodes. Like, you want to skip them.
Yes, you do.
But you can't because at the very end, they'll put something drastic in there that you need.
Or something in the middle.
Yeah.
Or it would be at random points.
Yeah. And they do that on purpose.
Yes, but the whole episode would be so useless, but they would drop one thing in there that carries on the story or whatever, and it's like, that's the thing you needed to keep. Yeah. It made me so angry.
Such a waste of time.
Ugh. Smallville always did good with season finales, especially in those first 5 seasons. Like,
I would say
the first season with the tornado was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then, Lionel Luthor and Lex. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Was that the one where Lex was going to kill his dad?
Yes.
He got trapped under the beam.
And he was debating about whether or not to rescue him.
Yes, that was good.
And then Lionel went blind for like half a season.
Oh, he pretended to be blind?
Well, I think he was legitimately blind. Somehow
for like a day or two.
Yeah, for like a day or two. Yeah. But kept playing blind because of what he could learn.
That was pretty smart.
That was smart, actually.
You actually probably get to see a lot. Well, he did see a lot. He saw Clark use his powers.
Yeah, he did. Lionel Luthor was a fantastic character.
Yeah, he was.
I just when he was evil, and he does turn good later, but when he
then evil again.
Yeah, and then evil and then evil good. Like a good kind of evil where he was like for the good guys, but he did evil things but for dirty. Good. Yeah. He was still dirty. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But he was so great. And like I said, in season 3, like the relationship between Lex and Lionel, I felt like kind of reached its peak.
I agree.
And just the way that those two actors even had the chemistry with each other. Like everything that their whole dynamic was just so interesting.
I think with all the characters, I feel like even Tom Welling, I feel like they all interacted very well with each other.
Yes. Yeah.
From
Tom Welling definitely got better as he went. I feel like he was a little stiff.
He sucked.
Yeah, but he got better. Like he really grew into that role.
You know, we were talking about this earlier. I think Tom, like, when he was practicing for, like, his roles, like, he'd look in the mirror in, like, his studio and he'd give his looks. Like, anyone that's watched Smallville, he has, like, weird looks.
Yes, these.
And
don't forget the back clenching.
Yeah, it's season 1 finale was awesome. Season 2,
where he put this, it was the second time he put on the red K, but he put it on this time as a drug to run away because his mom was pregnant. And he blew up. Right! Yeah, he blew up his ship, and the shockwave rolled their car, and she lost the baby.
Oh, what a jerk!
Yes. So that one he rightfully blamed himself for. Put on the red K ring.
Yeah, you can blame yourself for that.
Yeah, and he took off running for Metropolis, and
and then his dad went to Jor-El. And was that the one?
Yeah, season 3.
To get powers.
Yeah. Season 3 began with Jonathan getting the powers of Kal-El.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because
they never offset his heart failing.
Yes, but nobody else who got these powers had that problem. Lionel never got that problem when he became the thing for Jor-El, and didn't.
Well, when they
Lex became Zod, and he never had that problem when he came down. So I guess it's only Jonathan Kent. I don't know.
They had to figure out a way to kill him.
I guess they did. Yeah.
And then sadly, season 3. Yeah. How did that one end?
Season 3, I think, was when Jor-El sucked Clark into that weird ethereal cocoon.
Yeah, he was a little butterfly.
Yes. And then season 4 is when he came back naked for Lois Lane.
Congrats.
Erica Durance, though, to this day, is my favorite Lois Lane on screen.
I know.
I love her as Lois Lane.
Sorry, Margaret Kidder, but...
Yes. And Amy Adams. Is that her name? Is it Amy Adams? It is Amy Adams.
She's not good.
I think she's okay, but Erica Durance...
She's not Erica Durance, though.
No, Erica Durance... I had a crush on Erica Durance.
Same here.
Yeah.
Hopefully my wife doesn't watch this.
Oh, yeah. My wife is standing behind the camera.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And Chloe.
Oh, yeah. Chloe. Yeah, she was nice. I had a little crush on her, too, but it was mostly Erica Durance when she came on the show.
Yeah, I can understand. She was really... She's so spunky.
Yes. And well, she embodied that character, that strong, independent
everything that he's not.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. But, see, that's the problem. Like, the first... When you're in the first 5 seasons...
Yeah.
It's understandable that he is the way he is. Yeah. Because he's growing up.
I get that.
And he's just learning these things. And so, in a sense, in the first 5 seasons, it helps to build that sense of destiny.
Yes.
Because he's trying to find his place in the world.
I agree.
And so, I was okay with it in the first 5 years. But we'll get to that in our second video. Yeah, but it was just like, after a while, it's like, okay, come on, wussy.
Like, dude, man up. Yeah, seriously. When are you gonna learn? Like, we've been through this already.
Yes.
Like, dude, you have the powers of a god. Like,
just use them for good.
Yeah.
Speaking of powers of a god.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool when they brought Christopher Reeve into season 2.
Oh, yes.
And it's funny because...
Love that guy.
Here's how obsessed I was with the show back in the day. I remember everything Christopher Reeve said to him. Like when Christopher Reeve intercepted the Kryptonian messages and figured out how to translate them because he discovered a mathematical key hidden inside. And so he reads the note to Kal-El. He goes... This is Kal-El of Krypton, our infant son, our last hope. Please protect him and deliver him from evil. And then later, Clark is looking in the ship, and he... I got the chills again. I know, I love... That was such a great moment. But then at the end of that episode, when Clark is reading the message in the ship from Jor-El, and it said something like... Reign over them with strength, my son, for that is where your greatness lies.
Yeah.
And that panic that was on his face.
Yeah, he thought it meant to, like, rule.
Yeah.
But it actually got mixed up and it meant to save.
Yes. I think so. But then Jor-El did turn out to be a jerk for a long time until they decided... He was a major jerk. Until they decided to flip his character towards the end of the show.
Which wasn't successful.
It wasn't super successful, no.
I think Clark was... I think the way they portrayed Jor-El... Clark needed spankings.
He did. And that's what Jor-El was good for.
Yeah.
And
Jonathan was like, it's okay, son. Hey, you're okay. I'm not, you're okay. I'm okay. That's okay.
There were times, though, when Jonathan was pretty rough with him. But
not
like
too
Jor-El.
much. Yeah. No, Jor-El was like, boom.
Yeah.
Get out of your crap.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And man up.
I'm going to take your powers away.
Yes. Or like in season 4, when he was in the cocoon and he came out fully embracing Kal-El.
Yeah.
And he could fly.
Yeah.
And he went flying to get those Kryptonian relics that were left behind on Earth. And that was amazing. But then, of course, because the rule of the show was no flights, no tights, they had to move forward and then take 4 steps backwards and say, I'm Clark Kent again, so that means I can't fly for some reason.
Yeah. I don't believe in myself.
I don't believe in myself. And I don't believe in Superman.
I'm wearing the weight of the world on my shoulders.
I don't want to grow up.
It's like, snap out, dude. Like,
I think that might have been the beginning of, all right, it's getting old now. Let's watch him become a man.
Yeah.
It might have been. I mean, it still got better. Season 4 was a good season, though.
Yeah, it was. You know, I think around the end of season 3, that's when Pete left, right?
Yeah, Pete left in season 3 because he couldn't bear the stress of
knowing
his
the secret. So he moved with his mom. So things started to escalate. So now that Pete's out of the picture, obviously there has to be someone else that knows Clark's secret.
So Chloe. Yes. And I liked how Chloe found out through that teleporting girl.
Yes, her Alicia.
Name? Alicia.
Yeah.
And how... Why did Alicia want Chloe to know? I can't remember that.
Because she wanted Clark to embrace who he was.
So again, it takes a villain to try to push Clark to embrace who he is.
Yeah, she was on the weird side.
But that was cool, though, the way Chloe saw it when they teleported out of that car and it hit a ramp and Clark rushes up and he catches it with his bare hands and Chloe's like...
What I like, though, even with Chloe, with Lois, they both waited till it was on Clark's terms.
Yes. Like when Chloe found out, she didn't go, I know.
Yeah.
She waited.
Said, that's fine.
And that was really cool when finally...
It happened.
She could tell,
yeah. But even throughout the show, before Clark even told her, she would give him excuses.
Oh, yeah.
To, like, go and save the day.
because he was so bad at coming up with excuses.
Oh, he's a horrible liar.
But Chloe was really good at covering for him. And I don't know why Clark didn't catch on that Chloe knew the way she was covering.
Oh, that guy is such a ditz.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, you seriously don't think that someone would know your secret the way they're acting?
Superman Earth 1, and in that comic book, they show he has a super brain, so he's a super genius. And I really like that. No, not in Smallville. Definitely not in Smallville.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Maybe that is like a power developed later.
That's true. But then season 4, so this finale there is where that second meteor shower, which actually brings Brainiac, which is awesome.
Oh.
But he also puts those Kryptonian jewels together, which forms the thing to make the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes.
Which then made all of the caves an absolutely purposeless plot device.
The caves were horrible.
The weird Indian caves where he prophecies of
That's all I remember is just Indians.
Yeah. And I remember the key because he stuck that in the wall and it downloaded the Kryptonian knowledge.
I could have gone without.
But why not just have the key take him to the North Pole and make the fortress earlier?
You know?
Seriously.
You remember back in the old Supermans, like Christopher Reeve version, he woke up in the middle of the night because the crystal was like calling to him.
Yes.
And then he found the fortress. Like, why couldn't they do that?
Yeah, why couldn't they do something very similar? Yeah. But instead we had to go through this whole thing of the caves and make the caves this big thing. For seasons! But then you make the fortress and it's like... So the caves were supposed to be the fortress because they didn't want them to leave Smallville or something? I mean, what was the point of the caves?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway...
No. But, getting back to Brainiac. It was kind of cool because in the beginning, he came on as Professor Milton Fine.
Okay.
And then so you kind of like, wait. So every season you try and figure out what character is because you don't know.
And he can shapeshift and stuff like that. Like when Jonathan Kent died. Very sad episode, by the way. But worse, that it had to be he proposed to Lana because we had to get back into that, revealed his secret, and then because of something stupid with Lana and Lex and her getting hit by a bus, he had to use time travel and thus killed Jonathan instead of Lana! Which was a fantastic episode because it was like I got the little lump in my throat, some tears in my eyes when Jonathan died.
But we get horrible time travel stuff again.
Yes. Again.
As usual.
These are some of the bad habits that have carried on through to our modern shows.
Even years after Smallville's over.
Can we stop the time-traveling superhero stuff?
Yeah.
Seriously.
It always gets bad.
Seriously.
Every time.
At least Smallville didn't get super convoluted.
That's true.
Yeah. They didn't go back in time, create hairline fractures. It was just a life for a life thing, and that was really annoying.
I get it. I appreciate Jor-El being hard.
Yeah.
And you have to make a choice. Obviously, he made the wrong one.
Oh, he so did.
Yeah.
Lana.
Horrible.
Ugh.
Horrible.
Ugh.
But so his dad died.
Yeah.
And then another one of Tom Welling's famous scenes, the dirt pour.
The dirt, yes. That was the first time we saw the dirt pour, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
So that's the first slow-motion dirt pour we get.
Yes.
But what was interesting about the death of Jonathan Kent was, again, the interesting character of Lionel Luthor, who in Season 4 held one of those articles from Made the Fortress, and it downloaded Kryptonian knowledge into him, which then made him a vessel for Jor-El after being in a coma for a little while.
Yeah.
And it took until Season 5, Episode 3, where Clark has had no powers for 2 episodes, is back with Lana, and then he dies, and then Jor-El, though it was a cool scene, though, when he died, because of how Jor-El, like, in slow motion, Lionel Jor-El, punched the glass, and then in slow motion stepped out of the insane asylum, and then...
Yeah, so
he grabs Clark, takes him to the fortress,
Let's just talk about, for just a second, he's always losing his powers.
Season 1.
Every time.
The lightning hit him, went to the kryptonite, and took the powers and put him in that kid.
Yeah.
Now, that was okay. Because that was the first time.
Yeah,
and to watch
we've never seen that.
And to watch a Superman without his powers is interesting to watch one time.
One time.
But then in Season 5, we went an entire 3 episodes where he had no power because Jor-El punished him for not coming back to finish his training.
Yeah.
Which, come on, Jor-El, if you're going to punish him, put him back in another cocoon. Don't take his powers away and make the episodes lame.
Yeah, I totally agree. Ugh. And then, well, maybe that's for later.
Maybe.
It's just the same thing throughout the whole series.
Well, we're running out of things to do, so we'll either kill Clark or take away his power.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Flip a coin.
Should we introduce a new sort of kryptonite?
Oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? A new kryptonite. We'll make up a whole nother version of kryptonite to have a whole nother adverse reaction on him.
Geez.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
Oh, my gosh.
It's horrible.
Yes. Though I will say, every time he was around the red kryptonite, they at least managed to do interesting things with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always like his main... or his inside inhibitions that he doesn't let loose, which is cool because I remember the first time he used kryptonite or red K.
Yeah. The ring?
Yeah.
The class ring?
He was apologizing and his parents were like, it's okay, but those feelings had to come from somewhere.
Yes.
And so it's always cool when those things happen because you get to see the side of him that he doesn't let anyone else see.
Yes.
That's how he really feels.
Yes. And that was always kind of fun. And then he used it as a drug at the end of Season 2 to run away from his problems.
He got all wimpy.
But see, I was able to tolerate that then. I wasn't, like, annoyed with it at that point of him not growing up yet.
Yeah.
So
once you start doing that in the latter seasons, it's like...
Well, then we have to go back to Chloe, who figured out he was living in Metropolis and was still a good friend to him, which makes Chloe the single, like, most awesome character on Smallville with her wall of weird.
I loved her. And the torch.
And the torch.
Those were the good days.
Yes. Really she was kind of the makeshift Lois Lane. She wasn't even in the comic book. She was just created to be there.
And at first I thought, well, is she gonna change her name or something? Like, you know,
I thought that too.
Yeah,
that maybe she was gonna go under a pen name. Lois Lane, and we were getting all this origin.
That's perfect.
Yes,
I love how her and Clark have this like thing going on. She loves him. He doesn't love her. He like ignores her. But then they like entertain the thought of them being together for a minute.
They did.
They went to prom.
That was at the end of they went to prom,
and then he left her to go save Lana. How jacked up is that?
That was the tornado one where he caught her in the truck.
That's so jacked.
Poor Chloe.
What a jerk.
Oh gosh.
I feel bad for her.
I do too.
She tried.
She did.
Loved her. Love how she found out about Clark's powers.
Yes.
Just love the support that she is for him.
Yeah.
And when he's acting like a complete idiot.
Yes.
And she's just there kind of to give him a kick in the butt.
Yeah.
You know, but Chloe will forever be dear to our hearts.
Yep. Ever. So, if you had to give a rating for just seasons 1 through 5, what letter grade would you give just these first 5 seasons?
I'd give it a B.
Yeah? I feel like I'd give seasons 1 through 5 an A-, maybe?
Oh.
Well, because I really like 1 through 5. Like,
I know.
This was the beginning. Yeah, it had its horrible filler episodes that were horrible. But it was like the golden years of Smallville before it really tipped the balance to, this is getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't... We hadn't been in it long enough to gather our frustrations.
Yes.
And stuff that we
and if I have to judge it that way, I have to judge it like that.
I agree.
Also because I was in high school and I was connecting with Clark's search for identity. So I think that's why the golden years I'm going to give an A-.
That's a fair rating.
All right. What would you give seasons 1 through 5 of Smallville? Let us know that in the comments. While you're there, hit that subscribe button because we got a part 2 to this video coming.
Oh, it's coming.
We're gonna get deep and we're gonna get passionate, man.
Yeah.
Because seasons 6 through 10, that was the tipping point. We got pent up anger inside with seasons 6 through 10. There are positive things, but there are a lot of things. So I don't know. Yeah. So hit that subscribe button. Be notified as soon as that video drops.
Hit it right now.
Now.
Right now.
I'm Durbin.
I'm Jared.
Thank you so much for checking out Durbania.
Later.